Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks. Hey, gay. So today we have the final day, the 24th day of the Scotch Whiskey Advent Calendar. And I'm excited to see what it is, to see what the finale is. I know Brock's excited. Everybody's excited right now. Well, most everybody. Looking at you, Michael. But we have the final one. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get into it. And then tomorrow I will post, it'll probably be the top three. I'll do a review, or I'll do the video, the blind tasting of the top three. And then what I'm going to try to do, it's a peated Scotch. If this isn't Lagavulin, I'm going to be sorely upset. But tomorrow I'm going to post the top three. Pretty much the top three that I like. No specific order. Well, I'll do them blind, and then we'll figure out what's what. Might have some ties in there if they're like the Glenfiddich 15 or one of the other really complex whiskeys. If I feel like it is on par with a peated Scotch, I'm not going to pick one or the other over. Like I'll pick the peated Scotch before I pick the non-peated Scotch. But I'll be like, okay, these are comparable in their own specific regions. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, that might be Ardbeg. That is 100% without a doubt. I believe this is an Islay peated Scotch, just on the nose alone. We'll find out though. I was thrown off on the last one, the Perspective series, the 21-year-old blended Scotch. All right, let's see how it tastes. Something about peated Scotch. It's probably one of the, in my opinion, manliest whiskeys you could possibly ever drink. It is not for the faint of heart. And you know what? And please, my SJWs out there, don't take this wrong. Like I don't think there's anything. I love femininity, period. But to be able to enjoy and find all the little delicate nuances in a heavily peated Scotch, you have to spend some time there. Otherwise, all of the flavors are just going to overwhelm you, and it's going to blow you out. It's going to blow your back out. But I definitely think it's an Islay peated. It is a little bit darker in color, so it's more than likely, and it feels like it's got some more heat to it. So this would probably, it might be Ardbeg Ugadal. I don't know. Ardbeg is probably one of the more punchy peated Scotches, whereas Lagavulin and Lefroy are a little more subtle with some of its approach. Alright, my sip. What I said earlier about the Speyside having a similar characteristic to them, this peated Scotch, wherever it's from, probably Islay, has this dark chocolate, just creamy, buttery, dark fruit undertone that is behind all of that heavy, punchy, phenolic smoke. And it still baffles my mind that they can get so many flavors out of one grain, and just smoking it for a little bit. The grain, the smoke, the different types of casks that are used. I really feel like this is probably Ardbeg Ugadal. Really do. If it's not, oh well. I've been wrong plenty of times in the last 24 days. So, Without further ado, I present you the final whiskey of the Scotch Whiskey Advent Calendar, day 24. We have it's Lagavulin 16-year-old. Yeah, I almost went with Lagavulin, but the darkness threw me off. So I was thinking Lagavulin right off the bat, but just because they have the Lagavulin 8-year-old in here, so it's fitting that they put this at the very end, because I think this is probably one of the more flavorful whiskeys that you can find on the market. Yeah, Lagavulin 16. Let's see what old distiller has to say about it. Man, like the color threw me off. I totally thought it was and it had a spicier presence on the first pull, so it was kind of throwing me off a bit. All right. Description. Though not officially, read legally, established until 1816, there are records that date distillation here going back to 1742. Malted barley produced just a hop, skip, and a jump away at neighboring Port Ellen is utilized. Everything is long at this distillery. Fermentation, distillation, and maturation. Good things do indeed come to those that wait. Bottled at 43% ABV after 16 years in oak barrels. Tasting notes. Asshole. Vegetarians need not be alarmed. Despite the meaty, briskety aroma to this whiskey, cows were not harmed in its production. Peat smoke is integrated throughout the dram, and the lavish mouthful of whiskey that you are experiencing lead to the discovery of seaweed, fruit, and tobacco. Hedonists, this one's for you. So, yeah. I don't mind paying $100 for a bottle of Lagavulin 16 at all, even though it's only 43%. So, I think it's a fitting end to the Scotch Whiskey Advent Calendar. Because, I mean, it's what Ron Swanson likes. Lagavulin. It's what men drink. Lagavulin. What men drink. Lagavulin. Alright, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Tomorrow we'll do the top 3. I have a feeling that it's going to be Lagavulin, 8-year, 16-year, and like Elsa Bay. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe. Check the description below for all the ways to help out with the bills around the house. Check out Patreon if you can. Thanks again. Big thanks to Brock for sending this to me. It was a pretty fun month. Thank you to all my patrons for sticking around and donating. Check out the Bearded Idiots. Like always, drink some whiskey, share with your friends and family. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Take care. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.